In Ayurveda, the traditional Indian system of medicine splits the body into three types, the doshas. Through these three fundamental energies of kapha, pitta, and vata, three forces that govern every parts of the body, the functions of the mind, and the movement of energy in the universe. As these are unique elemental blueprints of who you are, your unique body type, the temperament, and the way life force flows through you. Everyone has all three doshas within them, but in different proportions, which form your unique prakriti, the natural constitution. While the goal is to balance all three body functions, some will have a natural preference towards one or two doshas, just like the archetypical element system. Along with prakriti, there is also vrikriti, which is the current state of imbalance, in which knowing all three of the doshas can be a useful tool to help balance the system out. Your prakriti, the natural dosha, is a unique blend that you were born with at conception, shaped by genetics, parents' energies, the environment, and the time you are born. And so one of the easiest ways to find this out is through your astrology signs, specifically the sun and moon, as these will have the biggest influence over your body type. And so you pair your elements of astrology with the dosha system's element combination, with kapha being earth and water, pitta being fire and water, and vata being air and ether. Furthermore, you can look at the different aspects of your own patterns of life to see which one you relate to more, as this is the best guide to find out your vrikriti, the current state doshas. And there are many good online dosha assessments that can help you learn what your doshas are. Now that we got through the groundworks, let's explore kapha dosha. Kapha dosha is the functional energy of the lower dantian, in which it is associated with the aspect of life force energy called jing or ojas, and is associated with the elements of earth and water, and so it is the densest and most stable dosha. This dosha is known as the principle of cohesion, what binds the cells, holds the tissues together, and the densest energy that holds form. As this is what keeps the joints lubricated, the heart calm, and the emotions steady. The kapha, like the lower dantian and its associated energy, is the clay pot, the structure that holds and glues the universe together, giving life its shape. In the body, kapha governs growth, lubrication, and immunity, giving endurance to the muscles, smoothness to the skin, and serenity to the mind. The qualities of kapha is heavy, cool, moist, slow, smooth, and stable. You can recognize kapha energy in people who are calm, patient, nurturing, and loyal. They are the ones who make others feel safe, whose presence feels like coming home. And when balanced, kapha people embody love, forgiveness, and serenity, as they have fuel to the flame, keeping it steady, and so that it does not flicker in the wind. But when kapha is unbalanced, the same stability can turn into stagnation. The water becomes mud, leading to lethargy, attachment, and resistance to change. Physically, you may feel heavy or sluggish. Emotionally, you may hold on to people, memories, or pain long after it has served its purpose. With aspects associated with kapha being the body being sturdy, broad, and a steady energy, skin and hair being smooth, soft, and thick, the mind being calm, steady, and compassionate, speech being slow and smooth, sleep being deep and heavy, digestion being slow and steady, and tendencies when in balance being lethargic, attachment, and weight gain. Kapha energy dominates during the late winter and early spring, when the earth is moist and heavy, as well as during the elements of the zodiac. In the human lifespan, kapha represents childhood, a time of growth, stability, and innocence. And it is the archetype of the caregiver, the nurturer, and the preserver, one who brings comfort and endurance to all they touch. Spiritually, kapha teaches the wisdom of the heart, love without condition, peace without effort, and patience without end. And it is often the Prakriti Kapha dosha, the one who is naturally predominant Kapha dosha's main spiritual lesson would be that of non-attachment. When Kapha is balanced, the body feels strong, hydrated, and calm. You wake with energy, move with ease, and radiate kindness. But when out of balance, one may feel sluggish, they oversleep, crave heavy foods, and lose motivation. Physically, this can appear as congestion, weight gain, allergies, or water retention. Emotionally, as attachment, depression, and resistance to change. So the key to balancing Kapha is to invite its opposite: warmth, lightness, stimulation, and movement. Wake early before the sunrise. Move your body daily, especially through dynamic movements and walking in nature. And favor light, warm, and spicier foods that awaken the digestive fire. Reduce cold, oily, and heavy foods, especially dairy, excessive sweets, and fried meals. And practice breathworks that enliven energy such as fire breaths. As Kapha thrives in rhythm, but can become stuck in comfort. So make change your medicine, introduce variety, and keep life moving, but never rushing. As discipline is devotion for Kapha, and routine can bring freedom. On an emotional level, Kapha represents love, stability, and faith. But when the love becomes possessive, it traps the soul in attachment. Spiritual evolution of Kapha is learning unattachment. Learning to love without holding, to give without needing, to rest without falling asleep to life. And so when the Kapha awakens, it becomes Bhakti itself. Divine love in motion, the peace that uplifts everyone around it. As Kapha is the clay of existence, it forms the temple of the body and the soil of the heart. And so honoring and balancing the lower Dantian's energy of earth and water elements is a must for the Kapha dosha. Pitta dosha is the functional energy of the middle Dantian, and its associated energies of Tejas and Chi, with its elements being fire and water. As the fire gives its intensity, sharpness, and heat, the power to metabolize, focus, and to lead, with the water giving its fluidity, compassion, and flow, tempering the flame so it can sustain life rather than destroy it. Together, they create the principle of transformation, the alchemical process that governs digestion, metabolism, vision, and intellect. As in the body, the Pitta governs your Agni, the digestive fire, directly. In your mind, it governs clarity, courage, and discernment. And in your spirit, it is the will to evolve. As Pitta is the inner flame of Shiva and Shakti, the awareness that burns away ignorance. And so the qualities of Pitta is hot, sharp, oily, and intense. When balanced, it gives you drive, purpose, and brilliance. It is the energy behind leaders, thinkers, and warriors, those who transform chaos into clarity. Pitta types are confident, disciplined, and intelligent. They see patterns quickly and want to improve the world around them. But when a Pitta becomes excessive, flame turns into a big fire, burning through patience and compassion. And so the imbalanced Pitta shows up as irritability, anger, inflammation, perfectionism, and control. The same fire that brings illumination can also consume what it touches. With the lesson of Pitta, it's to master your flame, to shine without scorching. With aspects of the Pitta being a body type that's medium build, muscular, and a strong appetite. Warm, oily, and reddish skin and hair. A mind that is sharp, focused, and ambitious. A speech that is direct and passionate. Sleep that is moderate. Digestion that is strong, and tendency, when in balance, being anger, inflammation, and judgment. The Pitta energy dominates during the summer, when the sun is high and life bursts with vitality, as well as the associated element zodiacs of fire and water. In the human lifespan, it corresponds to the adulthood, the stage of productivity, ambition, and leadership. and is the Pitta archetypes, that is, the alchemist, the leader, the warrior, and the transformer. And spiritually, it represents tapas, the sacred heat of transformation, the fire that purifies desire into devotion. A balanced Pitta is radiant, like a steady flame in the heart, digesting food and experience with equal grace, turning challenges into fuel for growth. But when Pitta is imbalanced, a fire that burns too hot, this leads to acidity, inflammation, ulcers, acne, and irritability. Mentally, excessive Pitta shows up as anger, judgment, competition, and burnout. Emotionally, it feels like being trapped in constant doing, unable to rest because the fire won't stop burning. The cure is not to extinguish the fire, but to cool it with awareness and compassion. So to balance Pitta, the science of Ayurveda talks about bringing its opposites: coolness, softness, sweetness, and surrender. Eating foods that are cooling and hydrating, like fresh fruits and greens, coconut water, and mint tea. And avoid excessive spice, alcohol, and fried foods, which only feed the flame. Practice cooling and yin breathworks, such as moon breathing and left nostril breathing, and favoring yin movements such as slower, gentler yogas over competitive or heated styles. In daily life, let go of control. Do not try to be perfect. Allow yourself to surrender to being. Spend time in nature, near water, and under the moonlight. And when anger rises, remember, even fire bows to the calmness of the ocean. As the main spiritual lesson for Pitta is surrender. At the deepest level, Pitta represents the mind's fire of perception, the divine intelligence that transforms ignorance into awareness. Its shadow is ego, domination, and the illusion of being the doer. But when the ego dissolves into devotion, Pitta becomes the radiant light of consciousness. In the highest state, Pitta becomes direct functionality of Tejas or Chi, the inner brilliance of spirit shining through matter. This is the sacred fire seen in saints and mystics, the warmth that gives life and does not burn it. And so it is to understand that the transformational fire of Pitta must be balanced for the flame to be utilized properly as the light rather than becoming the source of destruction. Lastly is the Vata dosha, associated with the upper dantian and its energies of Shin or Prana, and the elements of air and ether, being the lightest and most expansive elements. As air gives movement, it governs breath, circulation, and the nervous system. And the ether gives space, the field in which all experiences occur. And so together they form the energy of motion and expression. In the body, Vata governs all movement, from the blink of an eye to the flow of thoughts. And so in the mind, it governs imagination, intuition, and creativity. Energetically, Vata is the functional energy of Prana, the divine breath of life that connects heaven and earth. So when Vata moves in harmony, it brings vitality, inspiration, and a sense of freedom. When disturbed, it becomes the storm that scatters the mind. As Vata is light, dry, cold, mobile, subtle, and irregular. You can feel it in the cool air of dawn, the restlessness before change, the creativity that strikes without warning. People with strong Vata energy are quick-moving and expressive. Their minds dance between ideas, and their bodies reflect agility and grace. When balanced, Vata types are imaginative, joyful, and deeply spiritual. They see connections where others see chaos. But when Vata becomes excessive, the wind loses direction, leading to anxiety, restlessness, dryness, and insomnia. The same air that carries life can also scatter it. And so the lesson of Vata is to anchor the wind without stopping its song. With aspects of Vata being a body type that is light, lean, long limbs, and a variable appetite, with dry, thin, and cool skin and hair, a mind that is creative, quick, and anxious, speech that is fast and scattered, sleep that is light and easily disturbed, an irregular digestion, and tendencies, when imbalanced, to be anxiety, dryness, and restlessness. With the Vata energy dominating during the autumn and early winter, when the air is cool, dry, and constantly changing, as well as the elemental zodiac signs of air. And in the human lifespan, it represents old age, the stage of wisdom, airiness, and letting go. Its archetype is the artist, the mystic, the visionary, the messenger. And spiritually, Vata carries the energy of inspiration and transcendence. The whisper of the soul that says, "You are not the body, you are the breeze that moves through it." And so, a balanced Vata is lively, creative, and intuitive. They are the dreamers, the storytellers, and the inventors of the new worlds. But when Vata is imbalanced, it becomes scattered and chaotic. The nervous system overstimulated, sleep disrupted, thoughts racing, and energy unstable. And many struggle with being too spaced out, as a Vata imbalance is often the first to disturb the others, because movement governs all transformation and stability. When Vata is out of rhythm, all of life feels unpredictable. And so the key is not to silence movement, but to bring rhythm to it, to move like a wave rather than a storm. And so to balance Vata, we must bring the qualities of its opposite: warmth, moisture, stability, and consistency. So establishing a daily rhythm like eating, sleeping, and exercising at the same time, or favoring warm, cooked, and oily foods like soups, stews, and root vegetables, while avoiding raw, cold, or dry meals, as well as excessive fasting as you are trying to ground all this air energy. Practice slow, grounding movements in yoga, and deep breathing like alternate nostril breathing, which balances the hemisphere of the brain. As well as doing Abhyanga, a daily oil massage, is one of the most powerful medicines for Vata, as it tells the body that it's safe here. So minimize overstimulation, like too much travel, screens, or talking, and instead connect with nature, listen to slow music, and sit in stillness. As Vata heals through rhythm, routine, and rest. On the emotional level, Vata is freedom, the soul's desire to experience everything. But when ungrounded, that freedom becomes fear. Fear of stillness, fear of commitment, and fear of silence. And so spiritually, Vata represents the wind of consciousness. When those winds are calm, they carry you beyond the senses, into meditation, intuition, and higher perception. With the greatest gift of Vata being inspiration, it is the breath of the divine whispering through you. But for that whisper to be heard, the mind must be still, like the lake that reflects the sky. And so it is these doshas, the functional sides of the energies of the Dantiyans, that can help understand how the body, mind, and spirit work together, and how we can learn to heal and balance ourselves. And remember, while it is important to know what your dominant dosha is, this is not to exclude the others. As just like the elemental system, we are the avatar, and it is our goal to master all of the elements, all of our energies, and so all of our doshas. That's it for today's video. Like and subscribe. Leave any comments, questions, or topics you want me to talk about, and I'll link further resources if you want to go deeper. Thanks for watching. Peace.